Hi everybody, Lori here. I'm back with another STAMPtember project for you. Today I'm featuring a new collaboration set designed by Hero Arts. It's called Prayers. It's a beautiful little sentiment set with coordinating dies. As well, I've created a background using the new Jumbo Stripes stamp set. Look at this Jumbo Stripes. I've been dying to get my hands on this puppy. Look at the stripes can stretch from corner to corner on a standard size card. It's a larger set and it is awesome and it is jumbo and it's rocking my world. So I'm going to create a plaid pattern, and first of all I use this little thing. It's called Stamper's Secret Weapon. It's like this foam pad. It really helps you to get good coverage when especially when you're stamping thick bold stripes like this. So I make sure my stamp's really clean. I use my palm to kind of really wipe it off, make sure I don't have any residue, and I'm going to ink this baby up with Malibu, one of my favorite colors. I wanted to kind of keep the color scheme for this card a little bit softer, a little bit more muted, since the mood and the sentiment is, sending prayers. It could possibly be a sympathy card, so I didn't want to make it like too in your face, happy. Just a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more soothing, subtle, I guess. But look at this coverage you get with this jumbo stripe. Now, if I wanted to do that in the past, I would have to use Post-it tape, mask off a big thick stripe like that, and use my little mini ink blenders to blend in, because I've never seen a thick bold stripe like this before. This is groundbreaking, people. It's so exciting. So especially for plaid makers and stripe, like you could stop right here and have diagonal stripes and it would just be fantastic. But I'm going to kick it up another notch and we're going to make it a plaid. So now I'm going to go the opposite direction, and I didn't want to go straight corner to corner again, because then that would give you a big old Malibu X right in the middle of your card, which would not look right. So I kind of shifted that pattern down just a little bit, and I thought it looked a little bit more pleasing. So I'm using all Simon Says Stamp inks. I've got Malibu, Fog, Melon, and that darker stripe is Cobblestone, as well as a little Scuba Dooba Doo action in there. And I'm really loving this color scheme. I think plaids just make me happy, and especially when you can get the right color. It's all about the color combination. I'm telling you, I did about 3 of these plaid patterns before I actually filmed the video, because Mama ain't happy until the color combo is right on spot. Okay, so now we've got our pattern finished. We're going to move on to the sentiment treatment. I've got the coordinating die here, this Prayers. I'm going to do a little partial die cutting, and I think this is a really cool and fun, easy technique to do that really makes the recipient be like, that is so unique. So I'm going to adhere it down with some Post-it tape, and you'll see what I'm going to do here. You put your cutting plate in, the top one, and you slide it in a little bit. There's lots of different ways you can do partial die cutting, but this is what I've been doing most of the time lately. So you put in your thing. You don't put it in all the way. I'm putting it about 3/4 of the way. So the little hang downs from the P and the Y on the Prayers word will stay intact, but everything above it is going to be cut. And you'll see what I mean. I kind of go back and forth just to make sure I get a good cut on that. See here? So everything on the top half is cut, but the bottom half of your P and your Y will remain intact. Now I'm going to go ahead and see how that's going to pop out there. It's really cool. I'm going to stamp the sentiment. This is kind of tricky. You got to make sure you get it placed just right. Again, I did this a couple times before I filmed it, so I have some practice. That fit just perfectly. Now we're going to take our ruler and I'm going to trim out. This is really simple. I know it might look complicated, but it's just a straight cut right along the bottom, and this is going to release the top part of your partial die cutting. So taking my little X-Acto blade and my ruler and trim this out. My mom said the other day, I have so many cards I make. I make a lot of cards, and I had a whole tub of cards. I can't send them out quick enough. My mom came over and she's like, hey, you got any cards? I need some cards. I said, do I got any cards? I said, I have a whole tub. And she's like, well, can I have a few? I said, Mom, just take the whole tub, because believe me, in a month I'm going to fill it up again. And her eyes were as big as saucers. She couldn't believe I was giving her that whole tub. I said, no, seriously, take it, use it. And so she called me the other day and she said, I needed a sympathy card. I went through your tub and you only had one in there, and I used it. I sent it off. She's like, it was really great because it was very simple. And she says, sometimes for sympathy cards, I don't want a lot of frou-frou. Just want something really simple. And she's like, how about you make me a few more sympathy cards? So that's what I had in mind when I was creating this. I thought I want some simple cards that can be used for sympathy that are, not extremely feminine, but not necessarily masculine, just really simple. And how many times can I say simple in this video? Anyway, I'm loving these sentiment combinations. So there's also some little hearts in the set that I stamped on there. Just add a little something something. Normally you could put a little sequins, which I don't think I would put on a sympathy card, sequins, but that's just me. Anyway, so a few little hearts, and this card is finished. I love this Hero Arts collaboration. I'm in love with the jumbo stripes. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.